Joining us this morning to talk about the rising price of Broadway and how to score tickets at a discount is Leigh Scheps from Broadway.com. My mouth dropped because she had just told me a secret or kind of a trick, really, of the trade on how to get really good deals. Great to have you here, first of all.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, yesterday I went to see Buena Vista Social Club, and I went to the box office, and I wanted to see how much could I get a ticket for tonight. I was there 10 minutes to curtain. I went up, they said they had 2 tickets for $99 each. So you can go to the box office the night of, have a plan, go to the box office, see if they have a ticket. Maybe if they don't have it for that show, have your next show, go right to the box office, see if you can get a ticket, because it was for under $100.
That's crazy. But there's some big shows, though.
So I was just going to say, we've got Othello, Good Night, and Good Luck. These shows are going for some high dollar amounts. Could that trick work for those shows, too?
It could work for the shows. Let's talk about it. The average ticket price for some of those shows you mentioned are $300. But those are just those shows, right? Because the demand is driving up the ticket price. That's not for every single show.
Yeah.
What people want Broadway to be accessible, and they're trying to make it accessible. I was looking at the numbers from the Broadway League, and you can get tickets to shows for in the $100 range. So it's just these specific shows for these star power because there's a limited run and they want to try and recoup their investment on the shows. And so they're working to, get that money within the limited time. But people are paying for it.
Yeah. But so it's like up to $1,000 in some cases.
In some cases, Othello is selling tickets in the $800, $900 range.
Have we seen this before at all, or is this just the show?
We have seen it before in years past, and it's because of the high celebrities that people want to see.
Who are some of the people that you've seen recently, besides George Clooney? We have Denzel Washington right now.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes, well, Sarah Snook just opened her Broadway play, The Picture of Dorian Gray. She's a star from Succession. And her Succession co-star, Kieran Culkin, who just won an Academy Award, is in a revival of Glenn Ross. Sarah Hyland, who you know from Modern Family, she's starring in The Great Gatsby as Daisy Buchanan. And we were just talking about Idina Menzel, star power right there. We've got Elsa, she's starring in Redwood. So it's not just the Hollywood A-listers on Broadway. This is such an exciting season because of all the star power. We're also seeing Broadway legends like Bernadette Peters on Broadway, Megan Hilty on Broadway in shows. So we're all like, oh my gosh, which show should we see? Because the star power is so great.
It's true. Broadway seemingly is back, but what is drawing these big names to come back to theater?
Well, producers have been trying to get the numbers back to where they were pre-pandemic. And one way to do that is bringing in the marquee names, right? Because recently we just saw Romeo and Juliet on Broadway with Kit Connor and Rachel Zegler. They recouped that show's investment. So we're seeing that these A-list names are bringing in ticket prices and recouping their money. And it's great for the economy, too, because these big shows are keeping Broadway employed. The shows are doing really well, and so we're giving people jobs in that way. And it's also good because it's drawing attention to Broadway, right? We're talking about it. People who might not necessarily want to see a Broadway show are now looking for tickets because they want to see their favorite celebrity up close and in person, and they might not have wanted to buy a ticket, but here they are having that opportunity to do so.
And they can also still find some deals.
I want to talk about the deals because
let's do it.
There are so many ways. I've got 7. I don't know if we've time.
No, please,
I have 7. Okay,
off.
because this is the news you can use, right? We want to know. The TKTS booth, that's a big one. People know. You can look online ahead of time to see what shows are playing. I walked by the booth the other day in Times Square. There's also one in Lincoln Center. Tickets were around $100. You can get them for up to 50% off. You've got the Theater Development Fund where you can join as a member for, I think it's $40, and then you get opportunities for discount tickets. There's also the Today Tix app, which so many people use for affordable tickets. There's also the lotteries. Broadway Direct has a lottery for so many shows. The Lion King for $60 for 2 tickets.
How does that work exactly?
So it depends on what time the show is, if it's a matinee or an evening. So you can go on maybe the day before and enter on the computer to enter the lottery for the show, and then it's an online raffle, and then they'll let you know ahead of time if you win those tickets. So you can keep trying and trying over and over again, and you don't have to leave your home. You do have to leave your home if you want to go get rush tickets. For Othello, we were talking about, they have $49 ticket rush tickets for students, though.
I can go back to school to watch that.
Yeah.
But other shows, there are other shows that have rushed policies. So you can go to the box office the morning of with your ID, and some shows you can get 1 ticket, some shows you can get 2 tickets, and it ranges within the $30s or $40 for rush tickets. Did I have another one? Oh, yes, the email mailers. Sign up for your favorite shows, and you can get an email mailer. A few weeks ago, I got a coupon for Smash, which is opening on Broadway in a few weeks for, I think it was like $99 tickets. And my last piece of advice on how to get discount tickets, not necessarily discounted, but you don't have to pay those online service fees that most people have to pay when you buy tickets online. This is what my mom does, and she's going to love that I'm plugging this right now. You just take a morning, take an afternoon, go into the city, go into the box office to all the shows you want to see, buy your tickets at the box office all at one time, right? Then go to lunch or go to dinner or whatever, and then you have all the tickets for the rest of the year or later in the season that you want to see, and you didn't have to pay any of those.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I buy my tickets. I go straight to the box office.
Right.
Eliminate all those extra fees. Great to have you here.
Yes.
Wonderful tips, and of course, we're going to share them on our website too, pix11.com.
Thank you so much.
News you can use, indeed. All right, coming up, he's a young star with an impressive resume.
That's right. We're going to sit down with actor Peyton Jackson to talk about his first big horror role. Plus, how he juggles work and classes. That's all coming up next.
All right, we got Aaron wants to